Dozens of Boeing 737 MAX 9s are grounded this morning because of a terrifying mid-air incident. An entire section of the fuselage came off an Alaska Airlines jet as it left Portland, Oregon on Friday. Amazingly, no one was seriously hurt. Hundreds of flights, though, have been canceled, and it's raising obvious concerns about how could something like this happen. So Kris Van Cleave is at the Portland airport. Kris, good morning.
Anne-Marie, good morning. The plane is actually back behind us here. We understand from the NTSB when this piece blew out, it did so with so much force that it ripped open the locked, fortified cockpit door that was 26 rows away. It sucked off the headset of the first officer. It literally ripped the clothing off a passenger's back, ripped the shirt right off. That's how intense this depressurization was. We can also tell you the NTSB has learned that on 3 separate incidents in the month leading up to Friday, pilots flying this plane received a pressurization alert. Basically, the plane saying there might be something wrong with the pressurization system. It was checked out each time, but the third time, just one day before this flight, Alaska Airlines decided this newly built airplane shouldn't be able to fly long distances over water, so they restricted its ability as to where it could fly. They took it off any flying from the mainland to Hawaii and back, for example. And they'd even flagged the plane for additional maintenance. They wanted to do a deeper dive on why this warning light kept coming on. That maintenance never had a chance to be done because of the fateful flight on Friday.
So let's talk about this investigation. You know, you point out that this is a newly built plane, just a few months old, I think, so it's not about wear and tear. This door plug design, I think, has been around for at least a decade. So where do things stand with the investigation, and how important is it that they've actually found the door plug?
The chair of the NTSB told us last night that it is extremely important that they find the missing piece, that it allows them to look at that and sort of put the missing piece back with the rest of the piece back over there and study where the points of failure were. This plug door, it's 63 pounds. It is 48 inches tall and about 2 feet wide. So this is a significant piece. And basically, this 737 MAX 9 and its predecessor, the 737-900ER, have had this plug door because they could be set up in a configuration to handle up to 200 plus passengers, and in that case they would need additional exit doors. No U.S. carrier, in fact, very few carriers around the world pack that many people into a 737. So for the most part, they come with that door, those exit doors plugged with this piece, and if you're a passenger, you wouldn't even know that there's a door there. And in fact, the door plug isn't really a door, but you wouldn't know it's there. It's going to look like a normal window because, you know, the cabin interior is set up. You just see the window. So this is a piece of technology that's been around for a long time. This is not something that appears to be a flawed design. It's a carryover from the previous version of this generation of the 737. So, you know, these have been flying around for 2 decades on 737s. Finding the door was very significant. The NTSB was relieved and excited when the news broke. In fact, the chair had just wrapped up her press briefing about 11 p.m. Eastern time and came running back into the room to announce that this piece had been found by a school teacher. It apparently landed in his backyard. And she was very grateful to the person she identified as Bob for finding it and letting the NTSB know. So Bob, the school teacher, really helped this investigation.
Yeah, and if you said it was 65 pounds, he's probably really grateful that it landed in his backyard and not anywhere closer to his house. Can we talk about, you know, we've had now a number of flights canceled because these planes have been grounded. I'm kind of curious, if you're somebody affected by this, can you seek compensation?
So we know that more than 600 flights have been canceled over the weekend. United Airlines and Alaska Airlines fly the 737 MAX 9. All of those planes, 171, are grounded pending additional inspections. The airlines are a little frustrated because the guidance on what needs to be inspected hasn't come yet. So they can start the process, but they can't finish it until the final guidelines have been released, and as of last night, that hadn't happened yet, which means you'll continue to see significant cancellations impacting tens of thousands of people on basically a daily basis until the airlines are able to do this inspection. And obviously, they want safe airplanes. They don't want to fly an airplane that might be unsafe, but they also would like to make the fixes and get the planes back in the air and get people going where they're going. Passengers whose flights are canceled will obviously can get a refund. They'll get rebooked as soon as it's available. They may be able to complain to the airline and receive some compensation, but unless they are sort of stranded mid-trip, in that case, they would be eligible for a hotel room and a meal voucher and those sorts of things. It sort of depends on how far out the airlines are able to cancel. Over the weekend, I can tell you, I flew Alaska up here from Phoenix, and there were people that appeared to have been sleeping in the airport overnight because of cancellations the night before. And those gate agents were doing everything they could to get as many people onto our plane to get them here to Portland as they could. And answering a lot of questions about, what kind of airplane is this? Is this the one where the door thing happened? Sort of the obvious questions you can imagine. But it has created a mess. Airlines would like to, if this was a snowstorm, they would have canceled proactively a couple of days in advance so people wouldn't come to the airport. This weekend, with the grounding order and some of the communication challenges around that between the FAA and the airlines, there were flights that they thought they could operate and then they suddenly couldn't operate. So we did see people get stranded for a night here and there, which is not ideal. And so those folks would be able to receive a hotel room and rebooking and some compensation.
Yeah, I mean, it helps to be compensated, but I'm sure if you're, heading on vacation or heading to see a family member or something like that, it doesn't make much of a difference to you. But this is what happens, and it's a good thing that the investigation is underway. Kris, thank you so much.